What's going on YouTube? Brandon Lechuga here. I thought I'd make a quick video like I usually do. Sorry about that. I know I say that all the time, but I like to try to keep my videos, short and sweet and to the point, just so I don't bore you. So I usually try to keep them under like 10 minutes, but point of the story, again. Point of this video is I'm going to address why I've gotten asked several times, that, I have a GT-R and it's all-wheel drive, and like today in Colorado, it's a little snowy out, but people always ask, you have a GT-R, why don't you daily drive it? And for me, there's a lot of reasons why I don't daily drive it. One of the main reasons, there's like 4 or 5 reasons why I don't daily drive it. One of them being, with my work, I drive around all day, and sometimes I need tools, I need a hard hat, so I walk onto job sites and I talk to people. I just drive around all day, so I don't really want to put all those miles on the GT-R. That's why I have a work vehicle that I just drive around in all day, that I'm in right now, the Dodge Nitro. And that's how I usually make most of these videos, because all I'm doing is like driving from Denver to Golden. That's a 30-minute drive, so right there alone, plenty of time to make a few videos, address a few things. So one reason why I don't daily drive it is because of work. If I went to an office and just was in a parking garage, all day, I would definitely daily drive it. But that's not the case, so I don't daily drive it. One, because with my work, I'm driving around all day, and I don't want to put all the miles on the GT-R and try to keep up on the maintenance. Just because, the less you drive, the less you have to maintain it, so I don't have to do as frequent oil changes and stuff. But yeah, that's one of the reasons why I don't daily drive it. Two, I view it as a supercar. It's debatable whether or not a GT-R is a supercar, but I view it as a supercar. Like I said, it's pushing 600 horsepower. Anything to me pushing over 500 horsepower, 500 to 600 horsepower plus, is easily a supercar. With that kind of performance, how is it not a supercar? But yeah, that's the other reason. I want to keep it a supercar and have it be a weekend vehicle just for fun. I don't want to rack up the miles on it. I want to maintain it as much as possible. I want to keep it, perfect. I really want to try to keep the car perfect as possible. But yeah, to me, I just don't think that supercars should be driven daily. That's just my opinion. There are a few YouTubers that drive their supercars daily, but then again, their supercar is like $200,000, so it's a little bit different. I feel like again, when you have a $200,000 supercar, I know like some of them have Huracans and just really expensive Ferraris and stuff, and I'm like, hey, more power to you, but they usually only have that one car also, so some of them don't really have a choice but to daily drive it. So it really just depends, but to me, it's a supercar, and I personally do not want to drive a supercar daily. Thirdly, the gas, it's not horrible on gas, but again, it's a V6 twin turbo with 600 horsepower. It's not going to get the greatest gas mileage when I can drive a 3.7 liter, small little Dodge Nitro engine around and have to spend a lot less on gas. I think I filled up the car today for $25, even though I filled up the GT-R for $30. It burns through the fuel a lot faster, so that's one of the other things. And if I did use the GT-R as a daily driver, the insurance would be more expensive on it. So because they ask you, how many miles do you drive the car a week, and I told them, maybe 30 miles a week. They're like, okay, so it's a luxury car. I'm like, yes, it's a luxury car. So with it being a luxury car, it's fully covered, but it's a little bit cheaper because they know you're not driving it Monday through Sunday every single day. It's not being driven the whole time, so you're less likely to get an accident in it, and then so on and so forth with all that. So that's one of the other reasons why I don't daily drive it, is because it is a little bit cheaper on insurance if you don't daily drive it. And just one of the last reasons why I don't daily drive it is one of the other main reasons. I mean, it's not main reason, but like I said, the main reason is because of work. But for me, it's a huge reason, and the reason is because I want to enjoy it. I want to be able to enjoy it. When you drive something like that all the time, daily, it kind of takes away it being so special, and I want to keep the car special, because I know one guy, he's got an Huracan and stuff, and he gets, you get used to the horsepower, you get used to the torque, you get used to the power, you just get used to everything, that it kind of takes the thrill out of it. So then he ended up supercharging his Huracan and stuff. And when you do stuff like that, I mean, it's great. I'm super jealous. I wish I, one, had an Huracan. Two, I wish I could supercharge it. Thank you. Sorry, by some construction. But I wish I could supercharge it. You know, that's awesome. And like I said, I'm jealous of that. I wish I could. I had a supercharged Huracan. Like, that's so cool. But again, you know, when you drive it daily and stuff, it takes away it being special and unique. So that's the other reason why I don't daily drive it, is because if people see it all the time and I drive it all the time, it's not going to feel as special, as unique, as meaningful to me if you know, if I were just to drive it on the weekends, not take it out too often. And like I said, I just don't want to get used to the horsepower, like being like, oh, cool, like when it slaps you back in your seat. I think that's cool. I really enjoy that, and I really don't like to abuse that. But then, you know, if you get used to that feeling, you always want to take it to the next level. More horsepower, more tuning, more parts, and all that does is add up in money. Then it starts making your car not a car, it starts making it a race car. And race cars, when you make your car a race car, essentially all it is maintenance. Once you do too much all the time, all you're going to be doing is fixing something, putting more expensive parts in it, because the parts you have in it aren't going to be able to support the power that you're pushing out. So eventually you're going to have to start tuning the transmission, put a beefier transmission in there, beefier clutch, bigger injectors. It just starts adding up. Bigger throttle bodies, everything, because you have to have the right mixture of air and gas. It's just ridiculous. More frequent oil changes. So to me, again, I just want to keep the car, you know, fun, and when I go out on the weekend, be able to enjoy it. Not an everyday thing. For me, it's not an everyday thing. The truck is a daily driver. Like I said, the Nitro is a daily driver, and the Challenger is a daily driver. I mean, that's why I got the V6. Two reasons. One, I was 18 when I bought it, and again, buying like a $30,000-$40,000 car when it's all said and done at the age of 18 is a pretty big deal. And you know, the V8s were more expensive at the time, and you know, I just was like, the first thing I thought about was gas and insurance. Am I going to be able to afford the gas and the insurance? So I wasn't making a whole lot, and I was really young, so the insurance was going to be more expensive. So that was my two main factors. So I went with the V6, and you know what? It was the only car I had at the time, besides my motorcycle, my Kawasaki. It was going to be my daily driver. So if I'm going to daily drive something, might as well just be able to get good fuel economy on it, and low insurance. And it looks good still looks like the V8. In 2012, you couldn't really tell the difference between a V8 and then the V6 unless it had stickers on it saying RT. So I was like, nah, good enough for me. But yeah, those are the main reasons why I don't daily drive my GT-R. You know, I work Monday through Friday. There's not really time to drive it. I'm driving around all day. Don't want to put the miles on it. I want to keep it special. I want to keep it unique. And then, like I said, I don't want to lose the passion that I have for it by driving it daily. And then the torque, you know, get used to the torque, get used to everything else. Like I already said, I want to tune it a little bit already to be close to 700 horsepower. And that's good enough for me. After that, I feel like, you know, there's no need for more horsepower. But yeah, that's just my opinion, and I thought I would share with you why I don't drive my GT-R on a daily. So that's why I don't drive it daily. But I hope you found this video helpful, useful, especially if you're thinking about buying a GT-R or a Lamborghini, Ferrari, anything like that. Anything that you might find really exotic and something special, whatever's special to you. It may make you think twice about maybe driving it daily. Again, you know, when I did get the GT-R, I drove it daily for about the first month or two, especially because it was summer. I would take it to the gym every day. So I would take it out to my parents when I would go see them and stuff. And if I went to the grocery store, I'd park really far out and stuff. I mean, there's nothing wrong with driving your supercar daily, but I've noticed you have to do more maintenance. And again, once you start tuning it and doing modifications to it, it's even more maintenance to maintain it. So that's just why I don't drive mine daily. And again, I hope you found this video helpful. I'm Brandon Lechuga. Check out the rest of my videos if you haven't. Like, subscribe, and thank you. Have a good day.